Every single home has this secret network, right? A silent system that's always working tirelessly just behind the walls and under the floors. Well, today, we're going to give that system its long overdue health check. Let's dive in.
So just think about it for a second. What do you think is the most overlooked system in your home? It's probably not your electrical grid, maybe not even your HVAC. It's something you use every single day, but you probably only think about it when something goes wrong. So any guesses?
Yep, you guessed it, it's your plumbing. I love this analogy. Thinking of it as your home's circulatory system. Just like the veins and arteries in your body, your pipes are carrying this vital resource to every corner of your house. And just like with our own health, preventative care is absolutely key.
So what are we really talking about when we say plumbing maintenance? Look, it's not just about fixing a clog when it happens. Think of it more like a full health screening for your home's waterworks. A proactive plan to make sure everything from your pipes to your water heater is in peak condition. Okay, so every good checkup starts with the vitals, right? For your plumbing, that means two things: checking for leaks and testing the water pressure. These two indicators can tell you pretty much everything you need to know about the overall health of the system. First up, we're on the hunt for leaks. And what's great is that this starts pretty simple. You're just looking for the obvious stuff. Drips, a little bit of rust, those telltale water stains under the sinks or behind the toilets. But here's the thing, even a tiny, slow leak can lead to huge problems down the line. I'm talking mold and serious structural damage. That's why pros also keep an eye on the water meter. It's the best way to catch those sneaky hidden leaks you just can't see. All right, here's the magic number for your home's plumbing. You're going to want to remember this: 40 to 60 psi, or pounds per square inch. This is the ideal range, the sweet spot for your water pressure. It's basically your home's blood pressure reading, and keeping it right in this zone is so important. And this slide, it just lays out perfectly why that number matters so much. If the pressure is too high, it puts constant stress on everything: your pipes, your faucets, even your dishwasher, and that causes them to wear out way faster. On the flip side, if it's too low, that could be a red flag for a blockage somewhere, or maybe even a problem with the main supply line. Getting it just right really protects your entire system. So, we've checked the vitals. Now let's move on to the next part of our checkup: maintaining a healthy, unobstructed flow. This is all about keeping those pathways clear, in your drains, through your pipes, and inside the heart of your hot water system, the water heater. Over time, your drains are just going to get clogged with some serious buildup. It happens, and when it gets really bad, pros have these heavy-duty tools like drain snakes or even hydrojetting to blast it all clear. But the good news is, with a little bit of routine maintenance, you can often stop this from ever becoming a huge problem in the first place. And for those minor clogs, here's a fantastic, super simple trick you can do yourself. This classic baking soda and vinegar combo is just a gentle but really effective way to keep your drains flowing freely without using any harsh chemicals. It's the perfect example of how a little preventative care can make a huge difference. But it's not just about the drains, right? A full checkup means looking at the pipes themselves for any signs of trouble, like corrosion or bulging. And we can't forget the water heater. Flushing the tank to get rid of sediment. Well, that's like cleaning the arteries of the system. It boosts efficiency, helps the unit last longer, and makes sure it's operating safely. Okay, so we've gone through the whole checkup. We've looked at the vitals, we've checked the flow, but what's the big picture here? Why go through all this trouble? Well, let's talk about the incredible long-term payoff.
This is really the bottom line, isn't it? All this preventative maintenance saves you a ton of money and stress. By catching these small issues early, you avoid those awful four-figure emergency repairs. You lower your water bill by catching leaks that can waste thousands of gallons a year. You make your appliances last longer, and honestly, it just gives you peace of mind.
I think this quote just nails it. It really sums the whole thing up perfectly. It's not just about convenience, it's about making your home more efficient, and most importantly, safer for you and your family. It truly is an investment in the health of your home.
So I'll just leave you with this one final thought. We schedule annual physicals for ourselves, right? But what about our homes? After seeing just how vital this system is, maybe it's time to think about scheduling its next checkup.